All right, so today, November 7, 2018, I am 1 year on T. And it's true what they say. You reach a point where you just sort of aren't aware of things, right? Like I know this because it's on my calendar. I'm not gonna say I would forget about it. I might forget about it. That's just, it says a lot about the kind of person that I am. But the thing is, yeah, this is just how it be, you know? I am like, you know, the awareness of how long it takes, how slowly time passes really changes as soon as you start T, and you just don't, you're not aware anymore of, you know, waiting for things. Even though, of course, you continue to be waiting for things, like even though you're 2 months into or like 8 months into it, there's still gonna be changes that you're waiting for, but like, they're not much of a drag. Like, before starting T, everything's a bit of a drag, and everything's like waiting for something. It's like sitting there and being impatient, and time stretches on into the future endlessly, even though you know when you're gonna start. It's horrid, but then as soon as you start, time just sort of, you know, becomes that thing that just happens without you looking at it. Or at least that's the way that I've experienced it, and also the way that I've heard a lot of other people explaining their experience. On a side note, I've gotten to a stage in life where I am excited, or not excited, but just looking forward to, no, happy with getting older and knowing that I will age in the future, because I will age the way that I want to, if that makes sense. It's wild because there's a lot of aspects of being at ease in your body that I'm now experiencing myself that would have seemed absolutely unimaginable and wild to me before. I keep glancing at the light because I'm like, is it still on? Yeah, it is. I charged the battery, it really shouldn't die. But yes, a year. There aren't any updates really. First, yeah, there are. My facial hair, like, definitely this has like gotten, this patch right here, the hair's gotten more coarse, more like beard hair. It's changing color, it's becoming longer and stronger and stuff. I don't really shave it because I'm still in that stage where I feel like if I'm gonna shave off my hair, I'm suddenly gonna get like misgendered again, which I don't know, I'm paranoid. And I just appreciate it, even though it looks wispy and probably stupid to people. I don't know, I appreciate it so much. Like, the hair on the sides of my face is slowly also getting there. Slowly, like, there's more dark hairs in between the like fuzzy ones, and it's changing structure. Even though I constantly shave, also it's going faster than it used to, because I do constantly shave these sides because I think it looks unkempt and more boyish, as in like makes me look much younger, I feel like, if it happens, because it's clearly like peach fuzz and not actual hair. That aside, I haven't really, my body itself hasn't really changed a lot. My metabolism is still going fucking fast because I've been eating so much junk lately and just like not doing sports, even though I am allowed to start again because I am 2 months post-op. I'm not really gaining weight, as far as I know. So that's a thing. What else? I feel like my veins are less noticeable than they were for a while. It's kind of weird, but of course, to a certain extent, that's also just something that is a certain way with your body, and, you know, taking tea or not taking tea, like, it will sure affect things, but the way it affects them is individual. So yeah, that's not really happening. I am trying to stop packing. So steadily on the way onto like the way to not or do that less, but it's very difficult. It's difficult because I am paranoid when I don't pack that that I'm not gonna pass for some reason. I think I mentioned this in the previous video as well. I sure have a smaller packer now, so hopefully that is gonna steadily ease me into not doing it, or maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. I just, you know, it's still something that I like have to put on that is necessary before leaving the house. It feels a little, yeah, unnatural, you know. I want to get even more comfortable with myself, but I'm sure that I'm not gonna get phalloplasty at any point in time, or phalloplasty or metodioplasty or any type of bottom surgery. I am also slowly but surely getting into the mindset that I'm not going to change anything about my chest, despite the asymmetrical aspect of whatever the fuck they did on the right side. I also feel like it is getting less on its own, like there's a bit of a bump here, more than on the other side, surely, but it's almost unnoticeable, and it's ridiculous. I was thinking about this earlier. It's ridiculous to look at my body and to raise standards that I wouldn't raise if I had been born cis, you know? Because then it would be like, oh, my body is naturally asymmetrical. Well, so fucking be it. Like, so many things about my body are asymmetrical that I don't absolutely hate. I mean, my ears are asymmetrical. I used to dislike that, but I've come back from that feeling. And of course, there's things that are asymmetrical. Everyone's body is asymmetrical, but just because mine has gone through surgery and, you know, something unnatural being imposed on it, it has to be perfect. Like, what kind of ridiculous tomfoolery is that? If anything, I could raise the point that, you know, my body healing and adapting to the changes after surgery are a natural process. So why is that natural process not allowed to have imperfections like anything else does? So I really don't want to do anything, even if they offered it to me, which they won't yet for months. I think my next appointment is February or January, and we'll even have to see. I don't think they're even gonna talk about that yet. Revision surgery, I think that's the thing they only really bring up months and months, maybe even a year after the original surgery, because, you know, your body has to actually heal fully, which it hasn't yet at all. I mean, at all, you know what I mean? It's nowhere near finished. It's just not an open wound anymore, but that's about it. So that's all going very well. I'm finally used to the way that it feels. Although I still get those moments where I feel naked all of a sudden, because I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing anything underneath my shirt, and then I realize I don't have to. I mean, not that I had to before, but you know what I mean. Like, I felt like I had to before, and now I don't. But the feeling still sometimes fools me, which is wild. Personal life updates. Aside from that, I am joining in on NaNoWriMo, and I'm in a little bit of a writer's block. Not really. I just looked at the IKEA magazine and thought, why not have my character flip through one of those? You know, that's an experience that I could talk about. Can philosophize about anything. What else to mention? Asked my partner to marry me. I mean, that's not new, but officially. I mean, is that official? I don't know. He did. Parents are breaking up. For real. Mother's moving to another apartment, which means that I'm truly gonna be able to move to Germany. I mean, in the summer, because there is literally no other choice, which, good. I'm being forced to take that step that is important, and that's gonna be good. And that is gonna be a whole change, and I have to get a new endocrinologist and stuff. But, mental health regulations and insurance and stuff is pretty decent there. To some extent, more decent than here. More expensive, but more decent than here. Things are covered. More things are covered than here, so I'm gonna be in a good situation. Yeah, that's that. What I'm gonna do with the rest of my day is write some fucking words and get drunk. Because I'm celebrating.